Wait. Don't scroll. You have 15 seconds before distraction closes again. Archangel Michael is commanding your attention because heaven has seen leaks in your peace account. You've been giving energy, time, and even money into places that no longer honor your purpose. This is not punishment, it's prevention. Listen carefully. Heaven says, guard what I've given you. When you ignore fatigue, envy, and overgiving, you write spiritual checks your soul cannot cash. But tonight, Michael is balancing your books. In the next few minutes you'll learn how to protect every blessing, financial, emotional, and spiritual, from quiet jealousy and unseen confusion. Stay with me until the end, the instructions are already arriving. Wait. Don't scroll. You have 15 seconds before distraction closes again. Archangel Michael is commanding your attention because heaven has seen leaks in your peace account. You've been giving energy, time, and even money into places that no longer honor your purpose. This is not punishment, it's prevention. Listen carefully. Heaven says, guard what I've given you. When you ignore fatigue, envy, and overgiving, you write spiritual checks your soul cannot cash. But tonight, Michael is balancing your books. In the next few minutes you'll learn how to protect every blessing, financial, emotional, and spiritual, from quiet jealousy and unseen confusion. Stay with me until the end, the instructions are already arriving. Main script, 2,500 words. My beloved child, listen carefully. Heaven watches where your focus flows. Each thought is currency, each action an investment. You have been generous, but generosity without discernment becomes depletion. Michael stands before you, his sword blazing like molten gold. Stop spending energy on explanation, he says. Deposit it into purpose. Don't move. The light surrounding you is not warning, it's auditing. Every unnecessary worry, every argument replayed in your mind, is being subtracted from your balance of peace. Heaven is closing those accounts right now. You've wondered why fatigue hits even when nothing is wrong. Michael reveals the pattern: jealous energy drains through attention. Every time you overshare your progress with someone who claps half-heartedly, a leak opens. From this moment, speak your plans only in prayer and action. Wait. Listen with me. Michael raises his hand. Streams of light flow from it like data rewriting code. Heaven is installing new protection around your finances and focus. Your abundance, he says, will expand in silence. Prosperity grows fastest when gratitude replaces announcement. You feel warmth under your ribs, that's the firewall activating. The angel's tone deepens. Stop apologizing for blessings. Envy dissolves where humility and boundaries meet. From today forward, tithe time to gratitude before you spend it on worry. Don't scroll, stay present. You are being taught heaven's budgeting system. 1. Peace first. Every decision must add calm, not chaos. 2. Purpose second. Spend effort only on what feeds your mission. 3. People third. Support without surrendering your center. Michael smiles. These 3 keep accounts full. Listen carefully. Heaven doesn't measure wealth in numbers but in steadiness. A peaceful heart attracts provision faster than panic ever could. The angel steps behind you, wings unfold, scattering gold dust through the air. This is divine inflation, he says. When your gratitude increases, value multiplies. You remember nights spent worrying about bills, trust, future plans. Michael whispers, "You weren't wrong to care, you were wrong to carry it alone." Release control. Every time you let faith handle details, heaven deposits peace with interest. Pause. Breathe. You are now entering what angels call the overflow zone, a season where giving refills instead of empties. But protection is required. Guard your environment like a temple. Not everyone can handle light this bright. Michael presses the tip of his sword into the ground. Circles of blue fire form around your feet. These are your new boundaries, he declares. No gossip crosses them. No jealousy survives them. Feel the air thicken, that's energy stabilizing. Your aura, your atmosphere, is being recalibrated to abundance frequency. Nothing low vibrational can thrive here. Listen carefully again. Michael says, real security is internal. When peace becomes policy, prosperity becomes permanent. Heaven isn't warning you of theft, it's teaching stewardship. Don't skip. This next truth will change your rhythm. Every time you bless what you already have, you open invisible vaults of more. Jealousy cannot rob what gratitude reinforces. The angel lifts his sword to the ceiling, a beam of light shoots upward, echoing like thunder without sound. That, he says, is the sound of access restored. The channels once blocked by fear now flow with creativity and provision. Michael continues, you will see signs of repayment soon, not always in money, sometimes in ease. Doors that were heavy will slide open. People who doubted will watch peace protect you. Smile, my beloved child, heaven wants your calm to look expensive. Wait, listen carefully. The next instruction is the most vital: never trade presence for proof. You don't need to prove worth to those committed to misunderstanding it. Silence is spiritual savings. Michael lowers his sword, touches your forehead gently. Instantly you feel lighter, clear, expectant. The angel says, the jealous cannot drain what joy replenishes daily. So laugh more, laughter is divine currency too. Heaven now seals your accounts, energy, emotion, focus, under archangelic guard. You'll notice tomorrow feels easier. That's because alignment deposits joy overnight. Your bank of peace is full. If this message brought relief or strength, that was heaven confirming your upgrade. Archangel Michael has balanced your spiritual accounts and placed protection over your energy and resources. Like this video, every click is a declaration that your peace is profitable. Subscribe so the next message finds you before negativity tries again. Comment softly, my peace is my wealth. Those words activate the blessing you just heard. Wait, don't scroll. Archangel Michael is still here, the light hasn't faded yet. He says, my beloved child, what you built yesterday can only last if you learn how to defend it. Heaven gave you renewal, protection, and awareness, but now it must give you focus, the invisible armor that keeps blessings intact. Listen carefully. Focus is the wall around your peace. Without it, even angels must fight twice as hard to keep distractions away. Michael says, "You are not under attack anymore, you are under observation." That means the noise of the world is testing your stability. Every distraction, every drama, every sudden emotion is a visitor knocking on your gates. Who you allow in determines how long your peace survives. Breathe slowly. Heaven is drawing the blueprint for your fortress of focus right now. See it in your mind, strong, glowing, silent. Its foundation is faith. Its windows are wisdom. Its doors are boundaries. This fortress is not made of stone, but of decisions. Wait, don't move. Michael says, every time you say no to what drains you, an angel adds another layer to your wall. You've been too open with your energy, but open fields invite storms. Now heaven is teaching you to build sacred walls without guilt. He steps closer, his wings brushing against the air like thunder made of silk. You cannot heal in the same environment that broke you, he whispers. To stay focused, you must prune distractions with precision. You nod softly, your chest feels warm, but your mind is sharpening. Michael lifts his sword, light flashes across the unseen sky. This is not for battle, he says, this is for clarity. The sword glows white-hot, cutting invisible cords between you and every draining thought. You may feel a shiver, that's not fear. That's release. Listen carefully. Heaven says your next breakthrough will not arrive through more effort but through better focus. You've already been chosen, now you must learn to stay chosen. Focus is faith staying awake. You've been seeing repeated interruptions, messages, calls, thoughts that distract right when you start praying or creating. Michael says, that's not coincidence. That's confusion disguised as curiosity. Don't chase it. Don't reply. Don't open what doesn't align. Your energy is sacred, treat it like a password. Wait, pause here. Feel the silence? That's your fortress forming. Heaven builds through stillness, not noise. Every second you stay centered, angels reinforce the walls. You whisper, how will I know what's worth my attention? Michael answers, if it doesn't bring peace, it's not from heaven. Simple. Divine. Final. Now look around in your spirit. The fortress is glowing gold, but something is missing. Michael smiles, a fortress is strongest when guarded from within. He hands you a radiant key. This is self-discipline, not restriction, but direction. When you hold this key, no guilt can enter. No envy can linger. Listen with me. Every time you choose stillness over reaction, heaven calls it worship. Every time you stay silent when provoked, angels record it as maturity. Every time you say, I'll pray before I reply, Michael nods and fortifies your walls again. Don't skip, your anointing is upgrading right now. You've asked heaven for strength, but strength without focus becomes fatigue. That's why Michael is rewriting your rhythm tonight. From now on, your energy will no longer scatter, it will stream. The angel points upward. You are not meant to chase clarity, you are meant to embody it. Heaven gives clarity to those who protect peace like currency. You've already learned to guard your finances, now guard your focus with the same discipline. Wait, listen carefully again. Distraction will test you through emotion. There will be moments when someone's words pull your heart sideways. Michael says, when emotion rises, breathe and blink slowly. That's how angels buy you 3 seconds to choose light over reaction. Those 3 seconds are sacred, they decide whether you rebuild or repeat. You feel the room shifting, almost humming with divine voltage. Heaven is finalizing the construction. The fortress walls pulse with living light, each beat synchronized with your own heart. Michael stands before the gate and writes one word on it, peace. He steps back and says, only thoughts that match this frequency may enter. You realize, this is not about isolation, it's about insulation. Peace is not hiding, it's filtering. Don't scroll yet, you're seconds away from the ceiling. Michael raises his sword again, tracing a circle of fire around you. This is heaven's firewall, he says. When jealousy, fear, or gossip approach, they will feel heat but cannot pass. Your aura becomes impenetrable. You breathe easier, lighter, safer. Listen carefully to the final command. Focus is not obsession, it's devotion. Devote your attention only to what builds you, not what bleeds you. Heaven will handle the rest. Michael lowers his sword. The light dims, leaving warmth behind. My beloved child, he says softly, when you wake tomorrow, the world will still be noisy. But the noise will no longer own you. You are no longer distracted, you are defended. He smiles, that serene, golden smile angels wear when a human has finally understood alignment. Then he fades, leaving one sentence echoing through the silence. Stay focused, and the fortress will never fall. If this message reached you in perfect timing, it means heaven has completed the second layer of your protection. Archangel Michael has sealed your focus so that distraction, drama, and doubt can no longer enter your field. Like this video if you felt your peace rising again, that's your fortress taking form. Subscribe so the next part arrives before the world tries to pull you away. In the comments, write softly, my focus is sacred. That single declaration activates the firewall Michael just built. Wait, don't scroll. Listen carefully. You've built the fortress. Now heaven wants to teach you how to speak so walls turn into wings. Archangel Michael stands before you again, fire running through his sword like liquid light. He says, my beloved child, victory isn't noise, it's alignment in sound. Every word you speak shapes energy, every declaration becomes architecture. Tonight, heaven will tune your voice to its own frequency. Breathe slowly. When you whisper truth, angels move. When you complain, they pause. That's why silence has felt safer. Heaven was resetting your language before handing you power. Now your voice is clean enough to command peace without fear of backlash. Michael steps closer. The tongue, he says, is the instrument of creation. Use it as a trumpet for light. He points at your heart. Victory begins here. Whatever you repeat after pain becomes your new prophecy. So listen with me. Repeat quietly, I speak life into what still hurts. Feel that warm pulse in your chest. That's heaven registering a new command. Don't move. The angel draws a circle of light around you. Each time you say, peace, waves of order move through every room you'll enter tomorrow, he says. Words are not air, they're assignments. Speak carelessly and energy scatters. Speak with reverence and heaven listens. Heaven is listening now. The walls vibrate with soft hum, your frequency aligning with divine victory. Michael's voice lowers. You once used your voice to defend yourself. Now you'll use it to define yourself. The difference is maturity. Defense fights noise, definition creates new sound. Every I am you say writes scripture into your timeline. Say it with me, I am whole. I am safe. I am ready. Heaven records those phrases as decrees. Wait, listen carefully. You may feel tears rising, that's not sadness, that's energy releasing old contracts of fear. Michael leans closer. The enemy of peace was never a person, it was unspoken truth. Your healing is activated each time you speak honestly without hate. He lifts his sword and touches your throat with its light. No pain, only warmth. This is the seal of sound, he says. From this night forward, lies will choke before leaving your mouth, and truth will flow like water. That is the anointing of voice control, not for power over others, but for peace within. You are now a frequency carrier. Wherever you go, harmony will follow. Don't skip. Heaven is assigning your phrases to specific areas of your life. When you say, let it be light, dark thoughts lose permission to stay. When you say, it is well, situations start repairing behind the scenes. When you say, thank you, angels multiply resources quietly. Michael says, your voice is now currency in heaven's economy. Listen carefully again. You used to think victory was shouting louder than pain. But victory is whispering truth when pain tries to argue. Heaven calls that commanded calm. It's what separates warriors from worriers. You have crossed that line tonight. Michael smiles. You're no longer defensive, you're declarative. He hands you a crystal horn that glows with blue light. Use this symbolically, he says. Each time you pray out loud or bless someone silently, this sound will echo through realms you can't see. The air fills with low vibration tones, felt more than heard, a chorus of confirmation. Wait, don't scroll. The activation is not finished. Michael walks behind you and touches your shoulders. Speak without anger, and your words will never miss target. Speak with forgiveness, and they will never return void. That's how heaven writes outcomes through your mouth. He asks, do you remember the moments when you spoke against yourself? When you said, I can't, I won't, I'm done. You nod quietly. He nods back. Those words became walls. But grace has a sledgehammer. You whisper, I release those sentences. The air shimmers, the walls collapse in gold dust. That's freedom in sound. Listen with me. Heaven says your new assignment is to speak life daily, 3 times a day, no matter what you see. Morning, light leads me. Afternoon, peace guards me. Night, grace rests me. Simple phrases that turn ordinary hours into oracles. Michael smiles again. You won't always feel victory, but speak it anyway. Feelings follow frequency. That sentence locks into your memory like a song you can't forget. Wait, listen carefully. Heaven is giving you authority over atmosphere. From now on, rooms will shift when you enter because peace travels faster than negativity. You won't need to argue to change energy, you'll only need to breathe and say, "Let light be here." That's your new command. Michael places his hand over your heart. This is the megaphone heaven prefers, he says. When your heart stays soft, your voice stays strong. Heaven never uses arrogance as amplification, it uses empathy. You were chosen because your compassion survived the fire. He steps back. The sky behind him opens like a door of music. He raises his sword one last time and declares, "Speak and see." Lightning shoots upward, not down, as if your words have become the light themselves. Don't move yet. Heaven is signing this moment into record. You feel a cool breeze wrap around your neck and ears, that's the symbol of a clear channel. From now on, you will hear truth faster and filter lies easier. Michael nods. It is done. If this message sparked peace or power in you, heaven just confirmed that your voice has been anointed. Archangel Michael has opened your mouth as a mirror of light. What you speak will manifest quickly, so speak wisely. Like this video so the frequency of peace reaches another soul. Subscribe to keep receiving messages that align your voice with heaven's. Comment softly, "My voice carries victory." That declaration activates today's blessing. Wait, don't scroll. Listen carefully. Heaven has brought you full circle. You've walked through awakening, protection, focus, and voice. Now comes the reward few ever see, the crown of completion. Archangel Michael appears in radiant stillness. His wings no longer blaze with battle light but shine with gentle gold. He says, "My beloved child, this is the moment when you stop fighting to prove and start living to praise." Breathe slowly. Every exhale releases the old identity that fought to survive, every inhale draws in royalty. Heaven crowns not achievers but finishers. Completion is not about ending work, it's about ending worry. Michael moves his hand above your head. A circle of light forms, weightless but certain. This, he says, is the sign of trust fulfilled. You obeyed through silence, and heaven kept record. Don't move. Feel the warmth settling on your crown. That's authority without arrogance, the rare energy of one who has walked through storms and stayed gentle. Michael continues, "You don't need recognition, you are recognition." Heaven identifies itself through you. Listen carefully. Completion means you no longer panic when plans change. You trust the architect. When doors close now, you'll hear locks as lyrics. What once felt like delay will sound like direction. Wait. Stay with me. The angel is placing symbols into your hands. One looks like a seed, the other like a key. The seed is patience, he says. The key is praise. Use them together and every season will open. Your life is no longer a battlefield, it's a blueprint. Each lesson you survived has become architecture for others to walk through. You are a living cathedral built of grace. Listen again. Michael whispers, completion doesn't end movement, it ends meaninglessness. Now your actions carry eternal weight. When you speak, timelines align. When you rest, creation recovers around you. The sky over you shifts to rose gold. Angels form a circle, singing without words. Each note feels like gratitude itself. Heaven is celebrating you, not for what you did but for who you became. Don't scroll, this is the moment many souls miss because they rush past rest. Michael warns, never trade peace for progress again. Peace is progress. You ask, how do I wear this crown without fear of losing it? He smiles. By remembering it is not made of metal but of mercy. You can't lose mercy, you can only ignore it. Stay aware, and it will shine forever. Listen closely. Heaven wants you to anchor this energy in daily life. Each morning, touch your head and say, I am complete in peace. Each night, place a hand over your heart and say, I end this day in grace. Those two phrases keep the crown visible in spirit. Michael turns toward you again. Your completion is not retirement, it's reassignment. Heaven will now send you people who need the peace you carry. You won't teach them by lecturing, you'll teach by listening. That's how royalty rules in heaven's kingdom, through compassion, not control. Wait, feel that light spreading through your shoulders? That's burden lifting off. The angel says, you were never meant to hold the whole world, you were meant to hold your place in it. Completion is alignment, not exhaustion. The crown glows brighter. Michael's eyes reflect it back to you. In heaven's records, you are now called bearer of peace. Every time you forgive quickly or pause instead of judging, the crown shines again. That's how you maintain it, with mercy. Listen carefully. The angel extends his hand once more. I seal you in balance, he says. The past cannot accuse you, the future cannot rush you. You stand in the center where God dwells. Peace wraps around you like cloth woven from light. Don't scroll yet. Heaven has one more instruction. When you doubt again, touch your heart and say, I am crowned by completion. Every cell in your body will remember this moment and reset to calm. Michael lowers his sword into the earth, a final flash rises like a sun beneath your feet. Now walk with light instead of weight, he says. Then he bows, yes, bows, to you. Heaven's way of saying, well done. You stand taller, not proud, but peaceful. The world around you feels slower, softer, safe. Completion has no rush, it just radiates. If this message made you exhale in peace, that was heaven placing your crown in place. Archangel Michael has sealed your cycle, from chaos to calm, from effort to ease. Like this video to send peace to someone else's timeline. Subscribe so the next message finds you before the noise returns. In the comments, write softly, my peace is my crown. Those 4 words activate your completion. Wait, listen carefully. The crown is already glowing, but heaven says one more thing must awaken, the eternal flame within you. Archangel Michael stands before you again. The air hums like candlelight breathing. He smiles. My beloved child, peace is the crown, but endurance is the flame. What good is light if it flickers when wind arrives? Breathe slowly. Every exhale fans the flame stronger. Every heartbeat feeds it oxygen. You are not meant to burn out, you are meant to shine through. Michael steps closer, his voice a calm command. The world teaches survival by fear. Heaven teaches continuance by faith. This fire was born when you chose forgiveness over revenge, stillness over struggle. Now you must learn how to keep it alive. Don't scroll. Stay here. Heaven is adjusting your flame's frequency right now. When life tests you next time, the light won't vanish, it will glow clearer. That's how angels train endurance. Michael lifts his sword, its edge now made of fire instead of metal. He draws a circle around you, and the floor turns into liquid light. This is the circle of sustaining, he says. Within it, no darkness can feed on your joy. Listen carefully. Heaven reveals a secret: every flame needs 3 elements: fuel, focus, and faith. Fuel is gratitude. Every thank you whisper is a drop of oil on your fire. Focus is boundaries. You decide where light goes and what stays outside. Faith is oxygen. The more you trust, the brighter it burns. Michael extends his hand. From his palm falls a small flame the color of sunrise. He places it inside your heart. It doesn't burn, it warms. He says, this light will never expire, but it can dim when fed with fear. Your job is to breathe faith daily. You ask, how do I keep faith when I feel empty? He answers, by remembering that emptiness is space for refilling. Wait, don't move. That tingling in your chest is refueling. Heaven is pouring new oil through every vein of your spirit. Michael continues, fire is not loud, it's loyal. Even when you can't see it, embers wait beneath the ashes. Call on me, and the wind will come. You close your eyes. Soft breeze touches your face, the embers inside you flicker brighter. You feel alive again. Listen carefully. Heaven says, when you carry eternal light, you become a beacon for others in fog. They will not know why they trust you, they will feel warmth and follow. That's ministry through presence, not performance. Michael looks into your eyes. The flame was never just for you. It's for those who forgot that they could still begin again. You nod slowly, your heart glows brighter. Light escapes through your skin like morning sun through curtains. Don't skip. There's another lesson. Heaven says, the fire will face winds called worry and weariness. When worry blows, speak, peace is my oxygen. When weariness blows, whisper, joy is my fuel. The flame will answer with stability. Michael raises his sword again, sparks turn into fireflies swirling above you. He says, these lights are reminders, moments of grace you'll see tomorrow in ordinary places, a smile, a sunbeam, a song you needed. Heaven uses them to feed your flame. Wait. Listen again. You may notice how quiet the world feels right now. That isn't absence, it's alignment. Stillness is heaven's favorite soundtrack. Michael whispers, "My beloved child, the enemy of the flame is not darkness, it's distraction. Keep your gaze inward when noise calls. That's how eternal fire stays untouched." The angel steps behind you, placing his hands on your shoulders. Heat flows down your arms, not burning but purifying. "This is the transfer," he says. "Every kindness you show will carry spark. Every word you speak with peace will ignite comfort in others." That is what eternal flame means, a life that keeps warming even when you're silent. Listen carefully. Heaven never measures light by length but by reach. Your reach is growing every day you choose compassion over complaint. When you smile through confusion, fire travels miles in seconds. Michael points toward the horizon. "You see that distant glow?" You nod. He says, "That's the sum of every good deed you've ever done." Heaven collects them like lanterns lighting future paths. He bows slightly. "Guard your flame, but never hide it. Fear is a cover that smothers. Faith is a breeze that spreads." You smile softly, feeling the truth settle in. Don't scroll. This is the sealing moment. Michael presses his palm to your heart. Flame and crown merge, light rising through your throat and eyes. You see the world brighter without needing to blink. He says, "Now you are a torch of trust. Keep walking, and the world will borrow hope from your glow." Then he steps back, wings unfurling, their edges shining like dawn on glass. Heaven hums with agreement. "You've become continuance itself," he says. "You are what light looks like when it refuses to die." You stand in a field of gold dust, peaceful, strong, still. The air is no longer heavy, it's holy. That's what eternal flame feels like. If this message made you feel alive again, heaven just confirmed your flame is awake. Archangel Michael has placed the fire of endurance in your heart, and it will never go out. Like this video so another soul can feel warmth in their night. Subscribe so the next message finds you before the world grows cold again. Comment softly, "My flame will not fade." Each word adds oil to your light. Wait, listen carefully. You've kept the flame alive. Now heaven wants to show you how to let that light flow. Archangel Michael stands again, this time beside a wide golden river. Its surface moves without sound, bright as liquid dawn. He says, "My beloved child, fire warms you, but light must travel. You were never meant to hold illumination still, you were meant to pour it. Breathe slowly. Each breath pulls light from your heart into motion. The glow that once stayed inside begins to ripple outward, touching unseen waters around you." Michael gestures toward the current. "This is the river of radiance. Every peaceful thought you've ever had feeds it. Every act of mercy sends another wave. Don't move. Heaven is teaching you to live like water, steady, reflective, unstoppable. When you overflow, you heal without effort. When you rest, the current still carries blessing downstream. Listen carefully. Michael explains, fire transforms what it touches, water transmits what it carries. Your words are drops, your kindness currents. When you forgive, the river deepens, when you rejoice, it widens. He lifts his sword, now crystal clear, shining through instead of glowing, and dips it into the water. Light bursts outward in rings. This, he says, is the sound of blessing in motion. You feel warmth around your ankles, a soft vibration rising through your legs. It's gentle, like sunlight filtered through leaves. Michael smiles. That's the river recognizing its source. Wait, listen again. Heaven says, do not confuse stillness with stagnation. Even silence moves when faith breathes. So when life feels quiet, know that your current continues below the surface. Michael kneels beside you. When darkness touches water, reflection multiplies light. That's how grace outnumbers grief. You whisper, then even my tears were part of it? He nods. Every tear you released became fuel for radiance. Nothing pure is wasted. Don't scroll. Heaven is showing you how your light reaches others you'll never meet, an unseen chain of calm moving through strangers, families, cities. Your peace travels faster than pain, the angel says. It rides on frequency, not footsteps. He waves his hand and the river widens. You see faces shimmering on its surface, people you've prayed for, helped, forgiven. Each one reflects a small beam of you. That's legacy without ego. Listen carefully. Michael whispers, to stay radiant, stay grateful. Gratitude keeps flow clear, resentment muddies it. Every time you thank life, the current quickens. Every time you complain, it slows. Choose speed through thankfulness. The angel's tone changes, firm but kind. My beloved child, some will mistake your calm for distance. Do not rush to correct them. Still water often looks deep because it is. Heaven doesn't need you louder, it needs you consistent. Wait, feel that breeze? It's the river's breath wrapping around you. Michael says, this is circulation. Give and receive without fear. Flow outward in generosity, inward in rest. That rhythm keeps miracles constant. He points downstream where the river disappears into light. Every current ends in the ocean called eternity. Your life is one tributary of that greatness. Do not underestimate ripples. Listen with me. Heaven reveals a secret, light multiplies faster through laughter than labor. So smile more, it's spiritual physics. Michael touches your shoulder. The more joy you express, the stronger the current carrying your blessings home. You laugh softly. The river answers with shimmer. Don't skip. Heaven is finalizing your flow alignment. Michael raises both hands, water rises around you but never wets, only glows. You are now in sync, he says. Your light will renew itself every dawn. Even in sorrow, you will sense undercurrent peace. He steps back. Remember, Fire awakens you, water sustains you. Together they form radiance. You stand at the center, glowing brighter than before. The angel's voice fades, but his final sentence anchors inside you. Wherever you go, leave warmth and clarity. That is true abundance. If this message made your heart feel calm and bright, heaven just confirmed your flow has begun. Archangel Michael has released your river of radiance, peace that moves, not pauses. Like this video to let another soul feel that same current. Subscribe so the next message reaches you before doubt returns. Comment softly, "I flow in divine light." Your words will set your river in motion. Wait, don't scroll. You've walked through flame and river, and heaven says, "Now, cross." Archangel Michael stands before you again, the air trembling with soft power. Behind him arches a bridge made of light, not solid, but singing. Each step hums with a tone that feels familiar, like forgiveness turned into music. He says, "My beloved child, this is the bridge of grace." It connects everything heaven healed in you to everyone still waiting for hope. Breathe slowly. The air here is sweet with completion. Michael smiles gently. You are no longer walking for yourself, you are carrying peace across. Listen carefully. Grace is heaven's architecture for connection. It's how mercy travels between hearts. Each time you forgive, you lay a plank. Each time you bless those who misunderstood you, another beam appears. Now heaven invites you to walk across your own bridge. Don't move yet. Feel the glow under your feet? That's every moment you chose love instead of pride, compassion instead of victory. Grace remembers everything you thought was forgotten. Michael gestures forward. Walk with me. The bridge will adjust to your pace. You take a step, light blooms beneath your foot. Another step, warmth rises around you. Heaven hums, every act of peace echoes. Halfway across, you see the river below, your river of radiance still flowing, carrying reflections of every kind word, every prayer, every quiet good deed. Michael whispers, "This is why grace exists, so the river never stops at you." Listen carefully. Heaven says, grace is not weakness. It is wisdom refusing to keep score. When you give grace, you prove you trust divine justice more than human judgment. That's what true strength feels like, gentle but unshakable. Michael lifts his sword once more, but now it glows soft blue, like moonlight on still water. You once used light for protection, he says. Now use it for invitation. The sword releases beams that shoot across the sky, forming pathways between souls, unseen bridges glowing through the world. These, he says, are your connections, every person who will find peace because you existed. Wait, don't scroll. Heaven is showing you glimpses, faces of people who will heal simply by hearing your calm, reading your words, feeling your kindness. You don't have to meet them, grace travels faster than time. Michael continues, your story is not a warning, it's a witness. Every scar that healed became a stepping stone. You are proof that broken bridges can carry light again. Listen again. Heaven whispers, when peace crosses pain, grace becomes visible. You look around, The bridge glows brighter with every memory of struggle that you no longer resent. The past has stopped hurting because you stopped hiding it. Michael says softly, "You are now the bridge others will cross." That sentence lands in your heart like a bell. You realize, your entire journey, the flame, the fortress, the voice, the crown, the river, was never about escape. It was about building passage. He reaches out, touches your forehead, and says, "Grace is the highest frequency." It bends storms into songs. The sky above you ripples into gold. You see angels on the far side, holding lanterns. Each lantern carries names you once loved and lost. They wave, smiling. "You made it," they whisper. "Don't move yet." Michael says, "The bridge doesn't end here, it extends into eternity." Each soul you forgive will widen it. Each prayer you whisper will strengthen it. This is completion's continuation, love looping forever. You ask softly, "So the journey never ends?" He smiles. "No. It just changes shape." Heaven doesn't retire those who finish, it redeploys them as light. Listen carefully. Michael says, "You are now both traveler and bridge." Where you walk, paths appear. Where you rest, peace settles. That's what divine purpose fulfilled looks like. He lowers his sword, the bridge glows full spectrum, pink, gold, blue, white. "This is grace in its truest form," he says. Unconditional flow. A wind of warmth passes through you, not outside air, but inner expansion. You feel larger than body, older than time, lighter than thought. Every worry, every name, every unfinished story dissolves into brilliance. Michael's voice fades but his final words stay. "My beloved child, the journey never belonged to struggle, it belonged to surrender." When you release control, heaven builds bridges through you. You look ahead, the horizon bursts into living light. The crown on your head flares softly. The flame in your heart answers. The river below glows brighter, feeding new currents far beyond sight. You smile, understanding finally that you were never walking alone. Then Michael steps into the light and vanishes, not leaving you, but becoming part of the glow around you. You whisper into the brightness, "I am grace in motion." The bridge sings in reply. If this message wrapped your heart in peace, that was heaven confirming your circle is complete. Archangel Michael has led you from confusion to clarity, from protection to purpose, from flame to flow, from silence to song. Like this video so the vibration of grace travels to another soul tonight. Subscribe to stay connected with the light that never fades. Comment softly, "I am the bridge of grace." These words finish what heaven started. This is your finale, my beloved child, the close of this cycle, not the end of your story. Your crown shines, your flame burns, your river flows, your bridge stands. Heaven smiles. You have become the message itself.